Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic. Here we go.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. It's from the dirt, it's from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. And the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the frenzy. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like your prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree.
Let's get focused.
Classic.
Woo, the chat going crazy early. What up, Uncle Plug? What up, Conversations with Soft Rain? What up, Souls of Thought? What up, Tez? What up, Flip? What up, Mr. McBride? What up? Who else in here? Passport Scope. What up? The gang's all here. Yes, Lord. Shout out to Chat 333, the best in all streaming platforms, man. I'm so blessed to have y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for sure. And like we always do, hey, listen. Hey, man, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, turn on notifications, man. We stream and we do this all the time, man. Tap in with myself here at the Classic Codes, and make sure you tap in with the Raw Society Coalition as well, man. It's a real thing. You know? Hey, look. Y'all thought when I was like, yeah, you know, we all met in person. You feel me? Like, it's up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the coalition, you just don't know how it's gonna go. You can go watch No Middleman, and you just never know how shit gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It can just end up like this. At any point in time, it can end up like this. What up, Tez?
What's happening? Classic Tez down in the building. We got some business that we need to handle today.
Oh man, I feel amazing, man. Let's go. Look, everybody getting acquainted in the chat. Mr. McBride, what up? Hey, Plug. Hey, Rain. What up, Souls? What up? Look, Familia, what's going on? Flip said, yo, Uncle Plug, no relation. There could be 3 G's. Look, Uncle Plug, he said, oh, it's Souls. What up? Tez, what up, Tez? She said the best chat. What up, Sko? Everybody getting acquainted. Souls, Tez, look, we do all the chats here. Flip said, Tez, what up? Yo, oh shit. Look. Yeah, oh shit is right. Oh, yeah. Look, we here. We here, yeah. Yeah. But look, we got an icebreaker today. We got a nice icebreaker. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We have a solid 60 minutes of straight programming for y'all. Not programming. Look, that's what they call it, right? We got a solid 60 minutes of information and perspective for y'all. Programming, definitely the wrong word. Let me walk that back. We not programming over here. They've done enough. You feel me? But yeah, man, we gonna slide over to room 9. So you know that always gets interesting. And
we gonna room 9 again?
Yeah, we sliding over.
All right.
We gotta have some fun. Why not?
All right,
we
having fun today.
Yeah, man, we gonna slide over to room 9. And they're going to be discussing, do men prefer 304? So this will get us warmed up before we get into the meat and potatoes of our discussion today about average men and their invisibility. Plug said he in the building. Yes, Lord. We all here, man. Look, matter of fact, I don't know who in the studio or who got what going on. So, you know, just in case, You know what I mean? Just in case, we just gonna do this real quick before we get started. We just gonna put that link right there in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who in the studio, who at the crib, who want to join the conversation or whatever, man. Shout out to everybody sliding through. And again, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Let's go. We gonna pause play, Ted. So just give me the signal when you're ready, bro.
Get tight. Hoes have fun. Hoes get loose and have fun. Bitches are divas with attitudes. Nobody really likes a diva. Nobody really likes bad bitches. It's an arrogance that bad bitches walk with, a bitch walk with. An entitlement mindset. You got to give us something. Hoes will give freely because it's in a female's nature to be a giver. Hoes don't complain about mistreatment. They just want to have fun.
So what about women?
Women got standards of morals and principles. They're quiet and they're hardly seen.
Which do you prefer?
A hoe. I don't want no woman. My mama was a woman. I don't want no woman. You can't get a woman off her schedule, off her structure. You can't get her to call in work to stay and fucking suck dick all day, and she got bills. You can't do that.
Classic.
A hoe will lose her job and everything for the fun and the excitement and the thrills for her desires. A bitch will fumble it because she got attitude.
Which speaks to
Hey, Charleston never fails, bro. He said, "Where them hoes at?" Uncle Plug going crazy. Hey, conversation with South Rain said, "I wouldn't say they prefer 304s. They want 304s when they want to have fun." Well, that's part of the conversation. That's part of the conversation because why does he have to go to a 304 to have fun? You know what? Before we get into it, let's let Room 9 cook a little bit. Let's see, because we'll get started and we'll forget this is supposed to be a reaction. Let's go.
the conversations that I think that a lot of people have, and that a lot of guys will say that they're looking for a good woman. And then a lot of women will say, but the men really love the hoes. And that's why the good women a lot of times say, or they compare themselves to the women that's actually getting the guys. So the conversation really is it really beneficial? I'm not even looking at it just from the hoes perspective, but is it really beneficial for women in women's eyes and from men's perspective for a woman to want to be a wife in 2025 and going forward? Because the dynamics of relationships, the dynamics of relationships have changed as far as like how people celebrate. I see a lot of conversations from women online talking about, it's better not to have kids nowadays. They happier without kids. And I see a lot of it surrounding what we would then define as a traditional household or a traditional relationship, right? A lot of women, it seems like, are getting divorced, all of this type of stuff. So the question then becomes, is it really that bad? Or is it really a thing nowadays for women to want to aspire to be a wife compared to the lifestyle that these quote unquote hoes get to live?
Let's listen to a couple of their perspectives, Tez, and then I want you to go on that question.
All right.
I mean, when you said we were talking about women getting sewn up after children, I'm banking on being a stepmother at this point. But I don't know. I had a friend or associate in college, and she taught me how to do dress and do my hair and stuff like that because I didn't have that skill set. And she was a hoe, and she said that hoes are fun, that because they have nothing to lose, but they also very much a liability because they help you lose everything. So she just said a tamed hoe is the best hoe or a teachable hoe, which was hilarious. So I think that it's in 2025, more women are leaning onto the hoe side because they are, everything's transactional. It seems like everything's transactional now. There's rare you're going to get a woman that wants to actually care and look out for and pray for you, pray over you and stuff. So I think that the numbers have been low. I'm sorry. What's that?
No, I'm sorry. I thought.
Look, they perfect in the chat, Tish. Conversations with Soft Rain says your lady should be your personal 304 in the house. Sound good.
Classic.
Sound good.
You're done. Keep talking.
No, I just gonna say I think the numbers are low, but I don't think it's impossible to find a wife in 2025. That was it.
Are these men husbands is the question, because we so worried about is she a wife? Are you a husband? Like, I don't know why it's always on the woman. Are you a husband? And if not, which obviously is not a lot of husbands, why would women want to be wives? Men ain't marrying nothing, no way. Like what would be the incentive?
There is no incentive outside of your religious beliefs. Like, there's very little incentive to get married. Like,
Well,
marriage on
gay people
paper,
get
it
married.
protects you if something goes wrong. It protects you if you're divorced, and it protects you if you die and you get some shit. Outside of that, like, just be my
So
girlfriend.
that sounds like she has to be dating a certain type of man,
I agree.
and she can't just be marrying just anybody. So
I agree.
we can't create a culture where the men demonize women for being with men who have something to pass down.
I don't think that's happening in mass though. People aren't passing.
If the narrative shifts into that direction, though, which it should, men shouldn't demonize it. They should start competing with each other.
Yeah. So what she's talking about is actually going to tie into the topic we're going to discuss later, which is average men being invisible. But we'll get into that when we get into that. In regards to this matter, though, Tez, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay, I guess I'll just begin at the beginning. If someone asks you a question about Classic, please answer about Classic. Don't start talking about everybody else. That's number one. It's a direct question that was asked to you that pertained to you. So if you don't answer my question about you and you start talking about everybody else, I'm just going to assume that I'm right about you because you try to deflect the question onto another issue. Nobody said that men were perfect or that men wanted to marry y'all, because at the fact of the matter is very true. It's not that y'all don't want to get married. It's that men aren't marrying you. But we have to get down to the reason why men aren't marrying you. Stuff like that. I ask you a question, you give me a different answer about something else, or you ask me a question about something that has nothing to do with what I said. The only type of men that like to put up with that are men that say, well, I can't do better, or men that say, well, I like a little bit of conflict, or, the Latinos, they love some toxicus. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love it. I don't. So,
natural born crash dummy, and he go crash out.
yes. Why? Because they're fun. And what do men lack most in life? Fun. Because we spend all day working, because we spend all day hustling, because we spend all day grinding, because we got to go to the gym so we don't have heart attacks, because we live in a country where our food ain't the right food for our body. There's a lot of reasons why that we like that I would say we, as in the colloquial and the collective men. Okay, I'll give you all that today. Y'all can have the colloquial and the collective men. So for the rest of this stream, unless I specify otherwise, when I say we, I'm not talking about me and Classic. I'm talking about the male genre, things that have peni. You know what I'm saying? So so if you don't get it, I ain't got to say too many more words than that. What men don't marry? Men don't want to be married. No, just about every guy that I know has wanted to be married at some point in his life. Unfortunately, while men want to get married early,
we try to marry the joint from elementary school if we could.
Men wanted to get married early.
Hey, we be ready to marry the joint from 5th grade. We don't know no better, folks. Think about the days when you ain't know no better. Think about.
I wanted to marry the first
hold
one.
on.
Yes, I did.
Let's enjoy this real quick. Reminisce on the days where you didn't know no better. You remember how hard you used to be able to love these joints? Remember how hard you used to be able to love Tez?
I miss it, bro.
Remember that shit?
Like
boy, it was the day.
Right? I'm looking right in the camera, and not just at you. I'm gonna look right in the camera so you see my whole facial profile. I miss the days when I had completely unequivocal, unconditional love, regardless of any stipulations, for a lady in my life. I miss the days where I would write poems. I miss the days where I was sending notes, buy chocolates, bears, showing up to jobs. I miss the days where I would do cute stuff and leave flowers on the door and not even see her. Like, I miss the days where I wrap her car up with something cute. I miss those days.
Why do you have to miss those days? Where did those days get you?
Oh, it ain't worth it no more.
Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Let me ask you a question. Do you currently, now this is a personal question. You don't have to tell nobody about your house or anything like that.
Go
but
ahead.
When you moved into your house, did you move into a fixer-upper?
You kinda.
I mean, like, no, I mean, like, this thing was clapped. Like, it was not livable. It wasn't livable.
No, hell no.
That's what I'm.
Hell no.
That's why I equated it to this.
Oh,
Because you know what they say about homes. They said a house is a home when there's a woman in it, right? That's what they say. That's what they've been saying. That's what they're trying to bring that back, I guess. But here's my thing about that. If you had the choice between moving into a clapped out house for the same price as a not clapped out house, which one are you choosing?
I'm only gonna do this once.
come on, man. Question loaded as hell. Come on, Tez. I ain't know that. Man.
I'm just saying, you asked me why that doesn't happen anymore. It doesn't happen anymore because rarely have I come across someone in recent times that has deserved the royal treatment for, the rose petals all the way up to the bedroom type stuff, that romance. It's very rare because most of them is busting it open in the bathroom at the club. I'm not mad at them.
I don't know that it's that. I think there's this thing where things that should be appreciated become expectations.
That's a big one. I'm just saying I'm not mad at anything they're doing. That's I have to make that statement.
This be the thing though. And it goes back to the topic, right? Do men prefer 304s? Do men prefer 304s, Ted?
I think Charleston kind of nailed it, even in his awkward way of speaking.
Well, he stated his preference. There's a preference thing. So this question is about preference. Do you think 51% or more of men prefer 304s to the good woman?
No.
You think most men, 51% or more of men, prefer the good woman?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't think men get enough credit for that.
Yeah, I think men do not prefer having to deal with all the stuff that comes with one of them when they settle. You know what I'm saying? I think that, and let's go back again. What I said before remains true in my life. I wish that I could earnestly go back to being that guy that we would, and some people might even call that guy a simp today. I wish I could go back to being that guy and being that innocent when it comes to human peer bonding.
Jeffrey Sadler, welcome to the chat. What up, Jeffrey? He said, "What is the 304?" It's a hoe.
Classic.
Promiscuous girl. You know what I'm saying? That vibe. Welcome to the chat, Jeffrey. Thanks for tuning in. He on the phone version. Shout out.
Nice. I think you brought it up last night.
Yeah.
About this situation, right? There's a huge big difference between dating in your mid to late 30s and beyond and dating in your early 20s for men, not necessarily for women, because it goes in opposite directions. For men, it looks to us as if our options have expanded the older that we get up until a certain age. As we get into our real prime, not just the athletic prime, so the real prime. But when it comes to women, from everything that I have seen, their options are not the same. And it's not necessarily that they have less options, it's that their options aren't the same. They're not going to get treated the same way they got treated at 22. They get treated at 34 and on. And I think a lot of them, and this is my opinion, this is just observational, a lot of them are upset about it, especially if they have 2 kids by 2 dudes, 3 kids by 3 dudes, 4 kids by 4 dudes, and so on and so forth. We call them 4x4s where I come from. They get all the traction.
Classic.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
Come on, Tez, man. Come
Yeah.
on, man. Come on, man. No, man, I don't know that. I don't think the majority of men prefer 304s. I think the access to 304s is convenient. I think the existence of them is convenient, and I do think that they are excellent void fillers. Oftentimes the services that come with the experience of a good side 304, you know what I mean? It's normally the things like we alluded to, is normally the things that aren't a part of a long-term relationship structure. You know what I mean? Like, okay, for example, right? Like how you spoke about, like, you wish you could do like the rose petals and all that still to this day and be a romantic guy. But the reason why you don't essentially is, I'm sure, is because it's not appreciated, right? What things that should be appreciated turn into expectations. You see what I'm saying? And so and when men do for women and they don't feel the gratitude, you know what I'm saying, then they they withdraw oftentimes. And again, like you prefaced, this doesn't mean you and I, Tez, we're speaking on behalf of the brotherhood. Yes. You know what I'm saying? The royal
we.
Yeah, the royal we. You know what I'm saying?
Like royal we today, y'all.
Yeah, like they tend to withdraw from that shit. Like, oh, this shit not appreciated, so why I'm going the extra mile? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like working hard as hell to be the best the best employee on your team, and then everybody get the same raise. You like, nigga, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, why, what is the extra benefit of bending over backwards, right? Whereas on the other hand, show up to link with your little, right? Your little situationship. It's not really a thing, but it's a thing, like, come when called, y'all on that type of time. Show up to her one day with just like one flower or something and a little gift card because her birthday just passed. She expects nothing from you but hardwood. But you showing up with a small gesture like that, oh man, the service that you'll receive on that evening. You know what I'm saying? The concierge that you're gonna receive on that evening, you second to none. I'm not lying to you. So yeah, I mean, I think appreciation goes a long way. I think that being a little nasty, you know what I mean? I think sometimes men, they go get that 304 because that woman, like when we were shorties, Tez, like we come up in I'm positive it's the last generation of females where some of them would still say shit like, oh, I don't do that and I don't do that. We probably in the last, and it was getting scarce with us, but it was like the last. But now that I don't do that, that's pretty much over.
No. Now they're talking about it on their social medias. Mood. Remember that? Like maybe that was like 7 years ago too. People were posting like they'd post some nasty meme, some cartoon picture, and then say "mood" for real.
Yeah. That was a little wave. Yeah,
and it got worse. It got to the point to where at first it was like somebody head in their lap, then they didn't have no clothes on, then you seeing all types of drawn acts that could be classified as corn that they posted on these pages and these social medias, and then they said, wow. Wow. And then it got to that point.
Mr. McBride said men do prefer 304s. He said yes, but he said but not as wives though. I think men prefer.
Don't think they do.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like at the end of the day, once you come into your own as a man, you do want some level of stability to what you got going on, whatever that look like for you. But you want something that's a little stabilized. That 304, it's volatile.
It's chaos, man.
It's volatile because her default setting is new dick. That's her default setting. So I mean, how you can't weather no storms with a 304. You can't. But listen, while it's a sprint. It's a sprint, bro.
Yeah, it's not a marathon.
This shit is the most electrifying, amazing part of the track meet, and it's also the shortest. This shit the 100 is what we're all here for. You know what I'm saying? We watching niggas pole vault and shot put and triple jump. We like, Them boys line up for the 100, them females line up for the 100, we turned up, and that shit finna last for 10 seconds. You feel me? Same thing with the 304s. It's like, it's amazing, it's exhilarating, but enjoy it while it lasts. This shit will be over. You know what I'm saying?
There's another element to this too.
Yeah.
Like there are some men, and this is the part that I hate. I hate when people like, well, somebody like it. You heard me say this the other day. I hate when they say that because they're mortgaging, they're basically hedging the under. Right? You never hedge the under because you don't make any money hedging the under. You kind of have to take the over on most cases. In this case, they're like, well, I could go out and do all of this and still find a quality man because somebody's gonna take me. But here's the thing: she's still gonna cheat on that dude that takes her because he's probably not gonna be exactly what her laundry list of things is that she wants. He might be too short. He might be too tall. He might be overweight. He might have, a lazy eye. He might not be able to grow no facial hair at all. And she likes a fully bearded man. Listen, ladies, and I'm gonna say this the best way that I possibly can. The reason why most of us can say exactly what it is that you want is because y'all have a really bad habit of telling the entire internet exactly what you want, when you want it, how many times, and how hard.
All right. Souls of Thought said, do you gentlemen invest in 304s? I don't.
Invest?
Yeah, nah. I invest in crypto.
Yeah, crypto
and
stocks.
Yeah.
A couple of video game companies.
I got some
rooms.
Yeah, I got some, the typical stuff. I started off with Johnson & Johnson. The safe shit. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little Walmart. He said your time. He's talking about your time. Do you invest your time in? Well, I think that's the convenience of 304s. You really don't have to invest time. You know what I mean? It's like, we're all men. You know what I mean? When you need that leisure. You know what I'm saying? I used to call it come when called.
Yeah.
Yeah, the CWCs. Come when called. But these days, man, all I know is grind. You know what I'm saying? Amen.
Classic.
I mean, do I invest? No. I hate to say it, but like, I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't care. If a 304 knows me, the only reason why she'd be calling me is because she has a carnal need that needed to be filled.
A carnal need, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's the only time. But I don't really answer the phone for them. So.
And that's do men prefer 304s? Let us know on the rewatch. If you catch us on the rewatch, what you think in the chat, in the comments. Let us know what you think. We gonna move on before Ted's fully crashed. Let's talk about the meat and potatoes of the conversation. We got a solid 30 minutes left of the stream, so we good on time. Let's see. Average men are invisible to most women. So yesterday we ended up on a freaking men's minute panel for like 30 minutes on the stream. One thing, Mr. McBride was on the stream. I did drop the link already. Let me know if you need me. I'll put it back in the chat one more time too. But Mr. McBride and Uncle Plug joined us on the stream too. But yeah, like we were talking, and he was speaking on, Mr. McBride was speaking on men and women and men. But I noticed through his rhetoric that he was speaking from the position of privilege. There is a such thing as we've talked about it, right? Just like there's pretty privilege for women, there's handsome privilege for men. Height privilege, handsome privilege, money privilege, right? Like there's certain types of men who operate with a level of privilege as well. And you have to realize if you have some form of privilege, whatever it is, right? If you have it, you have to understand that you have it. So when you speak on behalf of men, you have to be careful to speak on behalf of average men. If you are not average, and you could be average in some ways and abnormal in other ways, but those ways are the ones that get you the women, right? Like, okay, for example, your money might be average, your perspectives might be average, but you 6'5". You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like all you have to do is be in the top 5% for something. You see what I'm saying? You could be 5'6" if it's evident that you got the bankroll. You know what I mean? But today we're going to talk about the average man. And we're gonna go over to TikTok real quick to illustrate and drive the conversation. Tez, you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We're gonna slide over there, man.
Just reading comments.
No, you all good. Do your thing. Do your thing. Let me see. We're gonna pull up the first TikTok, and this is gonna be from Fresh and Fit. Myron Gaines and Anton Daniels. Actually, this is from when Anton Daniels was on Fresh and Fit, and Myron will be speaking on this.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, you know they're blunt, so they're gonna make a few different points, and then we're gonna slide to another video with Kendra G, and then we're just gonna open up the discussion, man, because I don't think people realize the experience of the average man. I myself am not an average man, but I understand the life of the average man. You know what I'm saying? And it's some shit. It's some shit. So today we're gonna bring some light to it, man. Shout out to all the average brothers out there.
It ain't never gonna be a shortage of hoes.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. Let's go.
It ain't never gonna be a shortage of hoes, bro.
I think the purpose of that exercise is to expose what I've been telling you guys forever. Like, women really don't give a fuck about average guys, bro. Like, you guys are practically invisible to them.
They're invisible.
Like,
Which is not a bad thing.
I don't think you guys are like average guys are like mosquitoes to women, bro. They look at them as like pesky, annoying motherfuckers that they don't even want y'all around, bro.
But when it's not a bad thing, but when y'all level up, don't start prioritizing women that wasn't paying attention to you.
Yeah.
You start to win. Stay focused on your purpose and
100%.
understand that the women come with it. It come with the money. It come with the clout. It come with the visibility. It come with the title. They always gonna be there. It ain't never gonna be a shortage of hoes, bro. It ain't never gonna be a shortage.
What you think about that, Ted?
I think they missing the point just a little bit.
Okay. You want me to run it back one more time?
You can.
It's only 38 seconds.
Yeah, you can run it back.
Hoes, bro.
I think the purpose of that exercise is to expose what I've been telling you guys forever. Like, women really don't give a fuck about average guys, bro. Like, you guys are practically invisible to them.
They're invisible.
Like,
Which is not a bad thing.
I don't think you guys are like average guys are like mosquitoes to women, bro. They look at them as like pesky, annoying motherfuckers that they don't even want y'all around, bro.
But when it's not a bad thing, but when y'all level up, don't start prioritizing women that wasn't paying attention to you.
Yeah.
You start to win. Stay focused on your purpose and
100%.
understand that the women come with it. It come with the money. It come with the clout. It come with the visibility. It come with the title. They always gonna be there. It ain't never gonna be a shortage of hoes, bro. It ain't never.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Myron's sentiments in regards to, you know, women look at average men like pesky, annoying, dangerous, predatory, all type of shit. They put all type of crazy labels on dudes just for being regular dudes and being interested in shit. Personally, I don't think it's fair. But life ain't fair.
Yeah, life
life ain't fair. And yeah, Souls of Thought said, Joe Jet, what up? 333. Souls of Thought said, I'm ready because I'm average. Souls, what you about? 6 feet? It's already over with, bro. You too tall.
Classic.
The average shit over with. You already too tall. It's already over with. She can look up to you, put her hand in your chest, it's already over with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can throw that out the window. You're not average. We talking about the average guy, bro. We talking about the dude that's what, about 5'8",
5'6",
about 5, somewhere between 5'7" and 5'9".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Probably about a size.
Yeah, average height is 5'8".
Yeah, somewhere between
that's average U.S. height. We can just go off the actual numbers and not people's opinions. It's 5'8".
Yeah, regular height. Let's say he got a regular job. Let's say he getting about he said Ted's height.
I'm a little bit taller than that, but thank you.
Hey, Souls, what you on with Tez, folks? What you doing? Hey, but nah, but yeah, average height. Let's say average bread. What's the average income for a dude right now? Like 42, 43K?
33.
33,000? God damn.
33.
Shit. Motherfuckers got to get y'all better start getting married. Y'all motherfuckers better join that money together.
That's a whole nother conversation.
33 racks, y'all niggas broke as shit. And I'm not even saying that to be condescending. I'm just saying like that's hard to live on, bro.
The average is 33.
I'm not saying niggas is broke like trying to say it funny. I've been broke as shit before. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. I've been broke a couple times, nigga. come with the game. But anyway, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but 33 grand, fuck, not in this economy, nigga. Damn. Yeah, you got to couch surf. You gotta be slinging peen. You making 33 racks, bro. To
You
make
gotta
the
have
ends,
a partner.
yeah, to make the ends meet, you gotta have a couple. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn. That's regular. That's average for real.
That's average. 33.
Damn. So if you somewhere between 5'7" and 5'9", making about, let's say, 35 racks, and you got, you know what I'm saying, 4C hair. You know what I'm saying? You drive a regular car. You know what I'm saying? A 2005
Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, 2013 something. Just a regular, you feel me? It run though, it run. You know what I'm saying? But you just regular. You just know you just regular, bro. Yeah, like and this might be a little above average. So many dudes don't got cars. So many people don't. You know what I'm saying? This might even be a cut above average.
That actually is above average.
Yeah,
like average would be a car before 2010.
Yeah, so like we still talking about something that's a little above average, and the dude we describing still largely invisible.
Yeah,
it's real. Let's look at this. Let's look at this Kendra G clip real quick. Let's look at this Kendra G clip real quick, because I want you to see the perspective she brought forth too. Because as much as I disagree with Kendra, because she be on her Kevin Samuel stuff sometimes, when she start like spewing her, paraphrasing his rhetoric, I'll be on board. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that's hard to disagree with. But all right, let's go.
I got a challenge for every woman watching. Go outside, and today I want you to count how many men, period, you run into for one full day. I bet you if you're outside in the world, it will be more than 100. Now, every man, he might have been an Uber driver, he might have been a doorman, he might have been the gardener, he might have been the Amazon delivery guy. And a woman will say, yeah, I ran across 100 men, but none of them were their option. These men were virtually invisible because she has her eye on one guy, right? Now, here's the harsh reality. What if you're invisible to that one guy? Men are everywhere. I got a challenge for every woman watching. Go outside, and today I want you to count how many men, period, you run into for one full day. I bet you if you're outside in the world, it will be more than 100. Now, every man, he might have been an Uber driver, he might have been a doorman, he might have been the gardener, he might have been the Amazon delivery guy. And a woman will say, yeah, I ran across 100 men, but none of them were their option. These men were virtually invisible because she has her eye on one guy, right? Now, here's the harsh reality. What if you're invisible to that one guy?
Take it away, Tez.
I mean, she's not wrong. I do believe that is a whole lot of conditioning. I think all of it is conditioning. And like, I'd be the first person to sit back and be like, I'm not blaming the women for what they're conditioned to believe. But if you don't see me blaming you, you have to also take accountability and acknowledge that this is true. If all men are in the room, all different styles of man, color, religion, even like height, weight, money, what I'm saying is, if all men are in a room and all men agree that this is what we've witnessed, especially those of us who don't have trouble finding new people, it's very easy for them to be like, well, yeah, we don't see half of y'all. We don't see 80% of y'all. We don't see 85% of y'all. Because there's that 5% that's like fringe. You know what I'm saying? There's a 5% fringe. I used to think that was only 10%. It's 10% they really want. But there's a 5% that they'll let, I'll let him come over here every once in a while. They in that middle, or he's the potential. His potential to be greater is there. She see the potential in him. Men don't date for potential. That's just one thing. Men don't do that. We don't date potential. That's a clearly feminine behavior. But I hate to say it, man. She's not wrong at all. She's not wrong at all.
Here's the thing. The average men are invisible, but they get counted when it's convenient.
Only when it's convenient.
They get counted when it's convenient, right? So these average men make passes at average women, and the average women treat the average men as if they're underqualified for their average asses, right? But then when we start talking to the average woman that is single, when we start talking to the average woman that is single and start letting her know that she's probably single because of, to some degree, she's undesirable, right? Or else somebody's going to swoop down and snatch you up.
How dare you?
So to some degree, you're undesirable. Well, how they combat that point is they say, please, I can go on my DMs right now and have, or I got XYZ in my phone, but you don't like any of them. And if you don't like any of them, then those aren't options. See, an option is someone that you like that likes you back. And then you have a couple of those and you have to pick one, right? If you would never choose it, then it isn't a part of your multiple choice. So the amount of options that you actually have is none. It's literally none. But they, like I said, they try to count the average man when it's convenient in an argument, right? Please, men be looking at me all day, but you don't look at them back. It's a bunch of dudes you don't want. How many dudes looked at you today that you want to? That's the question. It's not how much do you get hit on. It's how many.
Zero, bro.
No, it's not how much did you get hit on. It's how many times did you give out your number gladly and willingly.
It might be zero.
Because that means you're getting hit on by somebody that you like too. So if you're not giving your number out gladly and willingly, you don't have any options.
You ever use TikTok?
Yeah, like we just used it.
So TikTok is a fun place. And I've explained why I thought TikTok was a fun. I hated TikTok. And everybody knows this because I talked mad crap about it. I hated TikTok until I realized that I could go on TikTok, watch people saying whatever they want to say, watch somebody be live for literal hours, and come back. I could leave, I could come back, and they still talking about whatever they're talking about. And then they start asking questions when they get tired of flapping their gums. Whoever it is, male or female, doesn't matter, and everything in between. So everybody don't come at me today. That's not what this is for. So most recently, when I watch, I don't say much. I just listen to what people are saying. And, I'm like, I'm here to gather as much information that I can for the RSC so I can use it when I get here. That is what I'm watching for. And a lot of the things that I see are, for example, a lady inside of TikTok that's on there should be wearing something skimpy. The lights will be turned down low. She got the ring light on. Them chi-chis is chi-chiing. You know what I'm saying? And it's 1,000 guys in the comment section. Hey, Ma, you beautiful. Ma, you cute. Let me go ahead and send you a galaxy. All of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this dude's triple tapping the gift buttons. They got 1,000 gifts on TikTok, ranging from $1,000 all the way down to a penny. And the dudes are competing with each other to give her the biggest gift so they can get some of her attention. And at the end of the stream, she'll say, I'm just so lonely.
She's preying on the average man. The average man is not successful with women at a high rate.
No, they're not.
It's the reason why they're only seeking one. The men who have the option of abundance generally choose abundance.
More times than not, they do.
To some degree. They may tame it, but to some degree.
In general,
and unfortunately, right, because it's not the men who have this privilege, right, who have access to women that they like at a high clip. The men who have this privilege, unfortunately, it's not their fault, but they're soaking up the vast majority of the women in the market.
Well, why do you think that is?
Because the average woman no longer likes the average man.
What is a good example of an average woman in your opinion?
Well, let's see. Let's see if Shorty can help us.
I knew you was gonna have to ask Shorty.
I'm gonna try. My voice automation ain't been working right though. I don't know why. We're gonna see. But yeah, average woman, I think the average, I don't want to point out the average black woman, but the average
yeah, we're gonna keep it just
yeah. Let's Google it. Let's Google it. Or no, I can ask Shorty. I just can't ask her audibly. I don't know what's wrong with my voice automation on my chat. I'm gonna have to uninstall and reinstall it, but it's cool. I could just type it to her though.
Okay, Shorty lives
What
in the cloud.
is considered to be an average woman? Okay. Let's see. The average woman, they're usually talking about statistical averages across personality, preferences, behavior, and lifestyle. But it's important to remember average doesn't mean mediocre. It just means common, typical, or most frequently observed. And then it says relationship and social dynamic, wants stability over chaos in relationships. That's not true. Number 2, physical and lifestyle stats, age late 20s to early 30s, median height 5'4", education more than likely than men to have some college or a degree, work often in service, healthcare, admin, or education fields, religion more likely to identify as spiritual or religious. And then it says personal traits of the average woman, agreeable more than men on average. That's not true. Conscientious, conflict avoiding, that's not true. Community oriented, values social connection strongly, higher empathy, that's not true. And low risk tolerance. Low risk tolerance. Typically dates up or across in status, prefers men who are taller, slightly older, and more established, values emotional safety more than extreme physical looks. That's not true. Wants a man with purpose, not a man drifting through life. That's not true. Needs validation and reassurance more frequently. Often experiences social pressure around beauty and relationships. Strongly values feeling chosen and prioritized. Internal world tends to be narrative driven. How does this feel? How does this mean for us? Or what does this mean for us? And then it says main challenges of the average woman, balancing independence with wanting partnership, navigating modern dating where attention is plentiful but commitment is scarce, feeling invisible to high value men but overexposed to low effort men. This is not true. Chat GPT pandering a little bit. Shorty ass tweaking a little bit today. Societal expectations around beauty, career, and family. But yeah, so that's what Chat GPT describes to be the average woman.
Shorty is an AI, and I'm going to explain why when you ask AI certain questions, you'll get a different answer than when you just Google something without Gemini. AI reads their profiles. AI also reads their dating profiles and catalogs the things that they're saying. So I think what you're seeing on that is you're seeing a mix of what's real and what people are saying. And I think that we're both in agreement that most people don't do what they say they're going to do, and they don't want what they say they want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to agree with that. What up, B?
What's happening? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good?
Mic check.
Yeah, you good.
What's happening? You good, man?
Man. Yeah, I can't get on screen. I'm in traffic right now, brother. Y'all, I've been summoned apparently.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. Let me catch up on the chats real quick before you go. Conversation with Soft Rain said it's 33K average. I thought it was a little higher than that. Joe Jet said, and there's still women who doing worse than him and still thinking he's not on her level. Facts. Souls of Thought said one type. Yeah, that's what they want. Uncle Plug TV said 33 is high school money. I agree. Souls of Thought said 33 is good money. Trust those with little. They can be trusted with much. Depending on how they handling it. Conversation with Soft Rain for men working full time year round in the U.S. Median weekly earnings for men full time is $1,250 per week. That works out to roughly $1,250 by 52 weeks, $65,000 per year. No, that's too high.
That's way too high.
Yeah, niggas ain't getting 65 on average.
No.
Souls of Thought said TikTok is a public OF. He said it's also where poor get famous, so it creates delusion. What kind of delusion it creates? Souls? Passport Scope said, that's how you feel, Souls? Yeah, you going crazy. Souls of Thought said, go Google all celebrities that started on TikTok. Shamar, LOL, etc. Joe Jet said, the average woman is a low bar. They talk a good one, but after a month, they were ready to storm Walmart. Wow. Joe just came here, crashed straight out. Conversation with Soft Rain. I agree. So many people on there begging for money. Souls of Thought said they literally said teachers are average. Uncle Plug TV, are they not? Depends on what type of teacher. It's levels for sure. Uncle Plug TV said most earners want earners so we can build. Real shit. Souls of Thought said, we get it, classic. LOL, you on the clock. What you mean? What do you mean? What'd I say? He said, we get it, you on the clock.
Oh, moving forward. Yeah, moving forward with your stream for the day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. But Mr. McBride, what's up? We got a little time.
No,
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna be too long. I ain't gonna hold you up like yesterday. I don't disagree with you overall that most average men are invisible to women. I think where we was missing each other yesterday was the fact that let's say 90% of men are invisible. That 10% of men is still millions. So it's still 50, 100, 200 motherfuckers in that millions that can crack as many chicks as they want, including eyes. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I was coming from yesterday.
So you saying the few is still many and the many are to be accounted for is what you're trying to say? I get the few is still many. Like 10% of billions is still millions, and so I mean it's still millions. I feel you, but you got to spread that across the whole
Think
earth.
about it from your own. But if your own litmus test is 5, and it's millions of people in that 10%, don't you think that those millions in the 10% can get as many as they want in the 100%?
No, I don't. I don't think it works like that. I don't think it does either. I think that there are men, like the 10% that you speak of, right? I do think it's a small percentage of men that just have favor with women, but that favor consists of the type that you be liking you. And then it's a few more that you don't necessarily like, but you shit, might as well. You know what I'm saying? That you mess around and partake in too, if you so choose type shit. Like you have abundance, right? Like you can get your type on the regular, and you have access to some that you don't necessarily care for too. But do that mean you could just get as many as you want? No, I don't think it works like that. Like
I don't think it does.
The men that are above average still get rejected too, because you could still not be somebody's type and still be above average. Like you can be.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they 100% from the field. I'm saying the collective of if you put all their batting averages together, they get to the 100% of the women out there.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, because you still got some men that are above
if
average.
Think about it.
Okay, look. Out of the 10%,
think about it like this. Put the top couple. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say
we got a delay.
No, you good. In the 10% of men, what percentage of them have the moral code to want to take up a wife and just be solid? You still got to subtract the percentage out of there that's going to take themselves off the board.
I think you're losing me, G.
You heard me?
Hold on. Yeah. No, I ain't hear you. I'm breaking up.
Okay. No, I'm
gonna get up out of here. I'm breaking up, brother.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're gonna run before I get to say something.
Yeah, he can't hear us. But yeah, but you get what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying though.
I'm gonna say it. Like I don't think that's true. I don't think that regardless of your status as a man, I don't think you can get who or whatever you want. that's counterproductive and counterintuitive to being a man in general.
Mm-hmm.
To being a powerful man, you already have to know that I can't have whatever I want. That's rule number one. Now there are a lot of things that you will be able to have, but everything you want, especially women, you're not going to be able to do that. It's going to come down to this. And I'll say this a million times. It does not matter how much money you have. It does not matter how tall or short you are. What matters is if she likes you or not. Now, are you in the percentage of men that have that have more eyes on them and therefore you get more attention? So therefore you choose amongst the people who are attending to you? That is the most likely scenario that I see. The guys that get the most attention, they pick amongst the people who are giving them attention. Does it look like, oh man, he bagged a baddie or whatever these guys are saying these days? That's what it looks like. But in reality, he had a bag of 10, 15, 20 chicks that were trying to get at him because they liked his aesthetic or whatever else. They liked his money or, whatever it is about him that they liked. You know what I mean? We can't, as men, we can't always say, well, I don't know why she likes him. Because if we knew why she liked him, then we would be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it comes down to.
So as the thought said, are we really average with high egos? No, I'm not average.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
I played team sports my whole life. I've been competitive amongst men in my proximity for my entire life, and I've always excelled in the top percentile of everything I've participated in amongst the men in my proximity my whole life. No, I'm not average with a high ego.
What did I say last week?
I've proven to myself not to be average. Now, am I the greatest at everything, the absolute best at everything? No, but I do not fall in the percentage of average men. I'm superior to average for sure.
Yeah. What did I say to Miss V? Yeah. She asked me what was the qualifications. I was like, being a winner. That's it. That's it. Being the victor makes you qualified, regardless of what anybody thinks.
Yeah.
So to answer the other question that you had from ChatGPT, the reason why a lot of women are a lot more educated is not. There's a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons is that is how a lot of them have a path to victory. Whereas, conversely, men are a lot more physical and practical about how to going about it. Get it? Like, I know plenty of guys that quit school because they started a business and the business got successful, and they said, I no longer need to be wasting my time in the school when I'm making six figures already. I make more than, if you can tell yourself I make more than my dad did, you're probably going to be pretty content with yourself. Even if your dad only made $30,000 a year, if you're making 50, you probably feel good about yourself because you make more money than your dad. If you got one. I mean, this is just a small thing. So for those people who like to, I don't know, micro pick at everything that people say, we today is Overgeneralization Tuesday. So I know that y'all already heard we doing the royal we. And part of that is saying that this is the truth. Women are going to seek more education because y'all have a greater path to success through education, because by nature and biology, y'all are less physical than we are. Not all, just the overwhelming majority.
Yeah. Soft Rain said at the end of the day, average or not, the woman has to like you. Yeah, and I think that's the difference, right? Like in this conversation, that's really the difference. Like the men who are in this 10% we speak of, or 15% that we speak of, those men have a larger pool of women that they get to choose from, a significantly larger pool. Whereas it's like night and day, damn near. So you got, a person that has handsome privilege. He may be able to, if he's in a club and there's 300 women in the club, he might have, a really good shooting percentage. If he wanted to pick out of those women in the club, he probably could win at a 75, 80% clip, right? Whereas your super average guy might be able to win at like a 5% clip. Like he got to go in there and really see who's looking at him to go win. Like I seen so many average dudes in clubs over the years when I used to club, like walk up to the chick and, excuse me, miss, so to speak, get her attention. And she turned around and give him that once over and he don't pass the once over test, especially out here in Chicago with the rudest women on the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? The meanest women on the face of the earth. They give him that once over and he don't pass the once over test and he get his ass dismissed or he get himself used for a free drink and then dismissed. You know what I mean? So I seen it a million times over. And then like there's been a time where I seen an average dude get his ass rejected, and the chick that rejected him and that was so disinterested, you know, her and her girls end up sitting in my section. You know what I mean? Like we done seen that too. And it's all because of, you know, whatever it is, the presentation. Dude was short, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation is, we tall, we got a section, there's more than one of us. We on some fly shit, we walking through here like juggernauts and shit. They want to be associated with that. You know what I mean? It's a different energy. And so it just is what it is. I just think that a lot of women be missing out on their husband. They be missing out on the monogamy that they want because they don't want a king that's 5'8". You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
I really do. I think a lot of women miss out on like a lot of the stuff their heart's desires that they be saying that they really want. It's like if it's not gonna come, I call it wrapped in a bow, right? Wrapped in a bow, meaning that the physical aspect of the man fits what you fancy and what you like. You know what I'm saying? If it's not that, then it's like the human being could be everything the woman want in her husband. But if he physically don't do it for her, a lot of women can't get past that barrier. And it's crazy because I feel like to a degree, the modern woman was told what they're supposed to find attractive.
So that goes back to the conditioning that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of women are deciding for themselves what they feel like is attractive.
They're not.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, because it's not solely on women, right? It's not. But I'm going to ask you this dual question. I'm going to ask you what you think, and then I'm going to ask you about men, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to women, do you think that most women are choosing in 2025 and beyond based upon what they need or what they want?
I think women are choosing based on what they want still.
Okay. When you see men get married and you know them and you are one, do you think that the majority of men are choosing on what they need or what they want when they get married?
What they need. What they feel like they getting what they need from her. Yeah, I think most men who decide to marry a chick is because they feel like she's bringing what he needs.
What percentage of, okay, we put wants and needs in one box, right? And that box goes up to 100%. That is all the list of demands that a man can have.
Mm-hmm.
What percentage do you think most men are willing to marry at?
Today, in today's time,
in today's society, what percentage of men what percentage do you think men are willing to marry at of her in his own personal needs and wants? What percentage of that does she have to be for him to marry her?
Oh, what percentage of it does she have to be at? Shit, I'm gonna say probably. I mean, today, I think men have lowered their standards. We adjust to what they got going on. So I would say like 65%.
I would say 60-65%. And I would say also that men have lowered their standards and their requirements for pair bonding and dating and marriage. I would say so all day. But
you had no choice.
That's a converse issue. The converse issue, and the next question is, what percentage do you think that it is for the majority of women to agree to marriage in a let's just use a monogamous relationship?
That would agree to it?
Agree to a monogamous relationship, as in, and by monogamous, I mean all traditional forms of monogamy. No other man is allowed to even talk to me about what's going on. Like, I will look the other direction. I'm marrying this dude. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to tell, bro. It's hard to tell, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you because when I hear that question, I'm thinking of it like this. All right, if all the women that's in committed relationships right now, if all their boyfriends propose today, right? All the women across the country in America, if all the women with boyfriends, right, they've agreed to be boyfriend, girlfriend, monogamy. If all those dudes propose today, what percentage of them would be like, yeah? You know what I'm saying?
20%.
Like if you asking me that, I can't call it, bro.
I would say less than 20%.
I ain't even got nothing. I ain't got nothing to go off of. I can't call it.
I mean, because it's unprecedented. So yeah, we don't have anything to go off of there.
I mean, I'm a man, so I can guess about men, you know what I'm saying? Because I know at the end of the day, when we get to a certain point, like I said, we desire some level of stability, some sturdiness, you know what I'm saying? And then we not overly choosy either. Like men understand the concept of settling down. Like we get it. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the time, if I know a man has a wife, right? And I've never seen his wife before, in my brain, it's an average woman. I don't know of too many people in general who have had like the showstopper of a woman as their wife and it lasted. I don't know. I don't think
know too many.
I can't think of any. Like
they get a good if they're lucky, they get 10 years together if they're lucky.
Maybe.
Yeah, if they're lucky.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like most people have like a, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to put it this way, but like the 8 is the real 10. Because it's the combination of being appealing and having some fucking sense.
Well, see, here's also the issue with that, right? And like, I hate doing the numbers thing because it comes off as like, being disingenuous. But there's no other way to do this, So y'all got to grit and bear it with me. If
I mean, shit, they don't be thinking we 10, so fuck them.
So look,
it'd be all right. Come on.
If a guy bags an 8, a well-to-do guy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't perfect, but he's pretty great. Yeah. If a well-to-do guy bags an 8, he's gonna treat her like the best-looking girl on earth for the most part. If a well-to-do guy, we're not talking about YNs, we're not having those conversations and all these other types of off-brands and womanizers. We're talking about regular dude, not average, regular dude doing regular dude stuff. He bags an 8 for a wife, a girlfriend, even. He's probably gonna be pretty happy about it. He might show her off a little bit, might take her around the town a little bit. Hey, I'm not like this, but a lot of guys are like, we go out, I can't wait for you to wear that little red thing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And like, we going to the movies, girl, and like, they the ones that you'll see, like, and you usually see dude, shirt too small, pot belly, got some Jordans on his feet that's too small for his feet, pants super tight. You know what I'm saying? You know the look, but they clean. He's spending money. You know what I'm saying? He's spending money. They clean. You might catch him out where we live. You might catch him out in Rosemont at the movie theater. It's ridiculously. I'm gonna pay $35 for the ticket. You know what I'm saying? She gonna sit in nice seats and she gonna look good. I'm gonna take her to one of these little Dobies real quick. We gonna eat some food and then we gonna go back home and get the business. And then in 6 months to a year, I'm gonna pop that question. You know what I'm saying? That's how those guys are. But here's the thing. She is just getting treatment the majority of the time when she's with one of them.
Yeah.
She's just getting treatment.
She's willing to go out. Yeah, I'll go out with you. Yeah, like
and she gonna brag about how good he treated her. But if he popped that question, I'm not really ready.
Yeah, because it's still. That's why I said when I read that part on ChatGPT, that's why I said that's not true. When they said they prefer what was it, like stability and genuineness over the physical aesthetic, I was like, that's not true. I was like, the truth is all this shit come back to superficial shit.
What last night when you was on, what did she call herself? Southern Charisma. She said, as soon as a man starts getting affectionate, I think he's clingy and I walk out the door.
See what I'm saying? Come on, man. We can't make this shit up. Joe Jet said, I see your question, Souls. We finna come to it. Joe Jet said guys might want 60 to 80% of his needs met, but women wants to have to be flawless. And then they'll make a new list once you check all the boxes. Or if you check all the boxes, you boring now. Now it's boring. Joe Jet said if she's not getting all her wants, then she'll add to the roster. It's tough out here. Miles Bastard said, in a club, people choose what is socially acceptable. Average don't get love in that environment. Average don't get love in the club.
Average doesn't get love in the club.
I agree. Souls Thought asked us a question, though. He said, we'll answer this and then I got to skate. He said, so what are we amongst the above average? Amongst the above average, I consider myself competitive. Because he said we're not, like I pointed out how we're not average, you know what I'm saying? And then he said, so what are we amongst the above average? I consider myself, it depends on what we're talking about. If you're talking about rapping, I'm elite.
It's what we're talking about.
I'm elite. Yeah. Like,
I would say for you, competitive is probably the best term. It's the same as me being a warrior, considering myself a warrior. You're a warrior. You know, there is. Let me just say this, because this question is like it's a loaded question, which is why I'm glad he asked it. But average is subjective to the median, and if I can look and pass the eye test amongst the median, then I'm above average. You know, does that mean that I'm above average on every single metric that exists? I don't think anyone on earth is, because that's not how humans are designed.
Right.
But if you're going to say, are you above average? I mean, the fact that we're able to maintain what we've maintained and do what we've done just in one area puts us immediately above average.
True.
You know, consistency by itself puts you above average.
True.
You're like, don't get me wrong. I hate to say this, but consistency is no longer average.
Never. I don't think it ever was. The most disciplined people beat everybody.
Yeah, consistency is not average. So if you're consistent, even if you're consistently bad, you're still not at the average. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can be consistently bad as long as you're consistent. So
Yeah.
this is what I got to say about it.
Georgette said most women or people in general are below an 8 or average, but women put the makeup on and think they're at least an 8. But if a guy rocks a lace front dreads and beard with a padded 6-pack shirt, XXX, yeah, you're right though.
Yeah, we've seen
You're
it.
right though.
There's a lot of videos about it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not be weird about this. An 8 is way above average. That's not average. A 7 is way above average. A 6 is above average. 5 is the median. 4 is the low part of the median, and then everything below that is the floor.
Yeah, weak as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Three and below, you weak as hell.
Yeah, like if you're a 3, you might have one redeeming quality on either side. You know what I'm saying?
Weak as hell. I ain't gonna hold you.
8 is not
if
average.
If you a 3 and under aesthetically, you got to be an amazing human being. Can't nothing be wrong with your personality at all. Miles Bassett said, you may have an opinion of yourself, but in reality, you are what the public sees you as. Absolutely. That's why I think I'm above average, Miles. Yeah, that's why I know I'm above average, Miles. I agree wholeheartedly. Because a lot of times when you don't gotta say it, somebody gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? You know, we go in all of us when we go into our environments, whatever they may be. For me, that would be going into a show setting, right? Like if there's other performers, whatever the situation is, in that environment, I'm elite and I'm always revered and respected as such. When Tez pull up with the football team and stuff like that, and this, that, and the third, like the number 2 running back, the number 3 running back on the depth chart, even the boys that done won the championships with them before, you know, there's a level of reverence there. They gonna let you know. You ain't gotta poke your chest out, tell nobody nothing. You know, I done unlimited showcases, 10, 15 artists on the bill, and when I get off stage, each of the artists coming to dap me up. Hey, G, I ain't gonna hold you like that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They acknowledge, and that's hard for artists to do. Acknowledging that, like, what you just did on stage, I ain't there yet. Like that shit was just, you know what I'm saying? What's your name, bro? Let me get your gram. Woo, you know what I mean? Like we get deep reverence in these spaces, and so it lets you know, like, yeah, you operating at the highest clip. Like I'll give y'all a quick, real quick story. Gotta go. But when I opened up for Ja Rule out here in the suburbs at Chicago, I would think I was in Lyle. I opened up for Ja Rule. The place was packed. Niggas ain't know. Niggas, yeah. See, you remember Base Camp? Yep, I opened up for Ja Rule at Base Camp, and niggas ain't know half the crowd was there for me. Had no idea. I was the main. I was the main. Oh God, he was there for him. Didn't know. Had no idea, bro. You in the wrong. You in the wrong city for that shit. I went on stage right before him. Got off stage. About 30% of the crowd disappeared with me.
Oh, I left.
So yeah, and he a real legend. So average, I am not.
All this air for Ja Rule.
Average, I am not. You feel me? Yeah, far from that. We not. Yeah, been stopped doing that a long time ago. But respectfully, like I always tell people, shit, I put the work in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think people who are above average know. You know what I'm saying? They know what, and they know why. But I do agree with Souls and Miles that a lot of people just have overinflated egos, and they really regular as shit at everything or below. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you do 10 pull-ups? If you could do 10 pull-ups, wide grip overhand, you stronger than the average man. See what I'm saying? Like, it's not even hard.
Over 10 push-ups, you stronger than the average man.
Over 10 push-ups in a row without stopping, you stronger than the average man. Like these, like, and that's a real fact too.
Can you run 400-meter lap that you
without stopping, or run a mile straight? You know what I'm saying?
Stronger
Like
than the average man.
Yeah, like
they can't even do it on treadmills,
right?
Like, let alone outside.
Exactly.
Like
yeah, so
there are degrees to average, and there's degrees to below average. But let me tell you, the gap between average and below average is usually pretty big.
Yeah.
It's a steep drop off.
So in conclusion, because you know I got to skate, but in conclusion, bro, are average men invisible to women?
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say yes too. I think that's the conclusion. I think that when that changes, because it wasn't always that way, it's become that way. Propaganda made it that way. But when that changes, I think that's when you see the rates and the numbers that we talk about: marriage rates, nuclear households, families that stay together, death actually doing couples apart like it used to, and shit like that with a greater level of regularity. I think those numbers increase again when that changes. When the average man becomes appealing to the average woman again, I think a lot of things change for the better in our society.
You did a show on this. The working man is invisible. You know.
Yeah.
Like, women love a man in uniform. I haven't heard that in so long.
Yeah. So, but yeah, bro, let's go ahead and wrap it, bro, for the day. It's the Classic Codes. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tap in with the Raw Society Coalition. Go to that channel and subscribe as well. No Middleman panel is up next this evening at about 8:30. So make sure you tap in with Souls of Thought and the Raw Society Coalition. It's the Classic Codes, man. If y'all don't do nothing else, stick to the codes. Yeah.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters, we're left in the cold. Hardened my